thank you so much. Me and my baby bump will be hosting the biggest, the funnest, yes, that is a word, awards of the season. Kouch Awards 2011. This year we're doing all sorts. Taking fans to meet their favorite stars, getting you to host the award night with me. I don't need someone to host award night with me. Anyway, we're giving you the chance, so this is your lucky chance to be on television and on the couch. Wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have to announce the nominees, give you the chance to cast your vote, and like any good award show, before all that, we have some entertainment for you.
एक गरम चाय की प्याली हो, कोई उसको पिलाने वाली हो, चाहे गोरी हो या काली हो, सीने से लगाने वाली हो, and then
ऊंची है बिल्डिंग, लिफ्ट तेरी बंद है, कैसे मैं आऊं, दिल रज़ामंद है।
आजा 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 बैंड बाजा लेके आजा, तेरी याद सताए दूल्हे राजा, अब तो आजा।
आजा 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 बैंड बाजा लेके आजा, तेरी याद सताए दूल्हे राजा, अब तो आजा।
म्यूजिक हिट है ना। आ रहा है तेरा प्यार,
हरिओम हरिओम हरिओम।
कहाँ हम कहाँ तुम, वो तुम कहाँ गुम, अभी जा मेरे यार।
Stop, for God's sake, someone stop him, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, we're wasting no more time and going straight to the nominations for the best female guest. She is the only actress to have a hit with all three Khans, and she's going to end up marrying the fourth one. The one and only Kareena Kapoor. Successful person or happy person?
A happy person.
What is the strangest thing you've ever put in your mouth, apart from your nails?
Yeah. Nothing. I mean, I don't put strange things in my mouth.
What is the pickup line that's worked for you or on you?
No one's tried to pick me up.
Even Seth didn't try to pick you up?
No. He's too cultured and boring.
If you think that, just because they're cultured, they're not subtly picking you up, it's all about pickup lines.
Well, then nobody's really done that. I actually am more the mushy kind, so this pickup line I'd probably get a little thrown off guard. And not, get onto that. I like the whole courtship bit and stuff.
She's such a girly girl. Now you're a proper girly girl. Now the reason that I have nominated Katrina Kaif is because I just love the way she takes on Hrithik.
Hrithik is dying to say something.
Yeah,
yes.
go on.
Explain. What is the problem now with that?
Enjoyed watching her talk philosophy. Anyways, yeah.
That's because he usually does it.
Everyone's been talking about the Hrithik-Katrina chemistry in this film. What's the real deal?
If a filmmaker can visualize chemistry between a guy and a tangible thing, and if it's inspiring, it'll still work.
Philosophy.
I mean, you've seen cartoons and what?
I didn't say anything. I just said philosophy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a film called Castaway. There was this relationship that was built between the guy and a football, and you actually cry when he.
He is comparing me to a football. He is comparing the chemistry he has with me to a football. This is what I could have been a football. I might as well have been a football.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're definitely more than a football.
I'm definitely more than a football.
Just ever so slightly. Yeah. Ever so slightly. Where there's Kareena and Katrina, how can Priyanka Chopra be left behind? Botox or wrinkles?
Neither. The thing I think about Botox is it makes you stop moving. That's why whenever people who have Botox are always surprised. So I think that's what it does. I would never want to have that expression always. Hi, how are you?
So nothing. You wouldn't do anything. Wrinkles.
I'm not the prettiest girl in the world at all. I think I have features which are just put together. But I'm very happy with the way I am. I want to murder you for looking the way you do.
Let's not even go there.
I can say that.
Listen, let's get this out of the way. Okay, you've had a rib removed to be this thin.
I'm metabolically blessed. Some people have that genetic gift.
For the next nominee, we have gone international. The queen of make-believe, Lady Gaga. Is there a blurring of the line between reality and fiction for you?
No, and that is precisely what I'm grateful for about my family and my friends, is that they respect and love that fantasy is reality for me, and that my performance art is to create something so surreal that it becomes real. Something that is so fantastic, such a lie that I tell it over and over and over again until it's true. So when I go home, really the only thing my dad ever asked me to do is take my hat off if it's too big.
Not your shoes.
No, he likes my shoes. But if my hat's too big at the dinner table, he can't see my mom, so sometimes he'll ask me to do that.
Kiran Bedi has something to say about everyone. But what would you have to say about her? Mr. Chidambaram, very cunning. Rahul Gandhi needs to learn so much more. Kapil Sibal, keep away. Pranav Mukherjee, lost out a lot. Mr. Manmohan Singh should learn to be more visible and reach out. Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav needs to go home. Mr. L.K. Advani, the patriarch of BJP. Sushma Swaraj, outstanding woman. Baba Ramdev had hidden agendas. The media made it. I've cast all sorts of men on the couch. Politicians, actors, sportsmen. Here are the nominations for the best male guest. Our first nominee is the eternal bachelor Salman Khan. And I have him where most women would want him, in bed. All the people that you've met in your life, the women that you've dated, the people that you've been in love with, have you ever met your soulmate?
Pretty much all of them.
Really?
Yeah, they're wonderful. I think the guy not correct in the relationship perhaps would have been me. Somewhere I'm at fault with all of them.
But if you know you're at fault, why can't you fix this? You don't want to, that's what I'm saying.
No, you're not changing, you're growing. So it gets difficult. People go and grow in different directions.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing to do is you can't stop somebody's growth. You have to let that person go.
And go they do, sorry to say, Salman. Maybe you should be taking tips from our next nominee, who has all the answers to love, Hrithik Roshan.
My concept of love, simply said, is that whatever in this world puts a smile on Suzanne's face, whatever, I will be smiling. And that can be anything. I wish I had these thoughts before we got married, so we could actually live our journey together, and marriage could and would have been the celebration after 65 years of companionship, instead of being security and commitment.
But you arrive at this, like this is something that your relationship has evolved to.
Yeah, I used to watch my friends and I'm like, what's going on? There's so much. Let's not get into the whole.
There is so much infidelity and so much. So what does it mean? Still you love someone, right?
It means that all of us are actually the same, and we are in our little boxes, hiding from each other, the same things that we have inside,
And the whole world knows anyway.
One guy needs to come out. One guy needs to come out naked and say, this is how I am. Am I to be loved or not?
Will you do it?
Yeah, eventually I will.
Eventually. I can see you working towards that. Oh, a naked Hrithik. Okay, before I get carried away, let's go to our next nominee, a very serious Amitabh Bachchan.
जीवन की आपाधापी में कब वक्त मिला कुछ देर कहीं पर बैठ कभी ये सोच सकूं कि जो किया कहा माना उसमें क्या बुरा। जिस दिन मेरी चेतना जगी मैंने देखा मैं खड़ा हुआ हूं इस दुनिया के मेले में हर एक यहां पर एक भुलावे में भूला हर एक लगा है अपनी अपनी देले में कुछ देर रहा हक्का बक्का पहुंचक्का सा आ गया कहां क्या करूं यहां जाऊं किस जां फिर एक तरफ से आया ही तो धक्का सा मैंने भी बहना शुरू किया इस रेले में। This is written in the 50s, but I find it so relevant. in today's times. I think it's so apt in our lives today. You know, life is moving so rapidly, and you know, the communication has become fast, and you know, you're here today, you'll be in a couple of hours, you'll be back in Delhi. It's we never have time to really think, what have I done today? Did I do something credible? Or did I register something that went into my mind?
So every word you say is registers. Now our next nominee may not have the eloquence, but he has the honesty. Ranbir Kapoor.
I think I'm still kind of in love with somebody who wasn't in love with me. Yeah.
So what would you say would be the Ranbir remedy of like a broken heart or an aching heart? Let's say in your situation it's an aching heart, right?
I love it. You know, I love conflict. I like to kind of think about it and feel it. It makes me feel alive, you know, so I like it.
We all know about the battle that your father went through with alcoholism. That was a tough time between you and...
I think everybody has problems, you know.
Yeah,
every married couple has problems. It's not easy, you know, sustaining a marriage. My parents are crazily in love with each other, so how much ever passionately they love each other, they fight also as passionately. Yeah, they did go through some tough times. To come out with the positive side of it, I guess it grew me up a bit at a very young age. You know, I saw life, I saw how relationships are.
What is the greatest or biggest misconception about you?
That I'm a Casanova. You know, to be honest, Koel, I'm not just saying this because now suddenly I have this image and I'm trying to be this good boy. I'm not a good boy. You know, I've done my fair shit of...
Please, God forbid you're a good boy. Like, how boring. Like,
I'm not.
Yeah, like how boring. You're young, you're pretty,
exactly.
like, you know, you should have your fun in life. Go get him, girls, and be careful of our next nominee, the very flirtatious Farooq Abdullah. Okay, now a naughty question.
Yeah, you ask me any naughty.
Of all the pretty girls that you're seen with, and you're seen with many, who out of them is your girlfriend, or who would you like, perhaps, as a girlfriend?
Well, I think there is a lot of rumors about things, you know. Not that I do not admire a rose. You're a beautiful woman. Don't tell me that I will not say you're a beautiful woman.
I hope you will.
Yes, I am saying you're a beautiful woman. Now, if I walk with you on the street or take you to a restaurant to have, everybody will say, Farooq Abdullah is carrying on with her.
Never have you ever had those girlfriends that we have claimed.
अगर होता तो मैं तो बड़ा खुशनसीब होता. मेरी तो किस्मत खुल गई होती. Probably I would have also joined the film industry.
No award show is complete without an item number or two, but on the couch we do it slightly differently. Ooh la la. Ooh la la, all of the eyes. Ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la.
We made
an item song out of without an item girl.
1, 2, 3, tandoori night, tandoori night, tandoori night, tandoori night, tandoori night. 1, 2, 3, jalebi bhai. Oh, there you go. Oh, mere saath nacho gao. I am a disco dancer.
And that is the Ooh La La girl. This show is just getting too hard. Go take a break, cool off, but come right back because I have many more nominations and I'll be telling you how you can be on television hosting the Kouch Awards with me. And we're back. This is the Kouch Awards 2011 and you're watching the nomination special. Shortly I'll be telling you how you can be on television with me next week hosting the Kouch Awards. But before that, let's take a look at the nominations for the best couch couple. He's a changed man ever since she came into his life. Aren't Kiran and Amir the cutest couple on the couch? Like you're so involved with your work that you're obsessive. Is that hard to live with?
Sometimes, yes. Because one, we can't go out for dinners because a dabba comes along. I mean, what's the fun?
You go for parties and to a restaurant with your dabba.
Yeah, I go with my dabba. So I go to the restaurant and say, listen, you can give her your food and all that, but I'm going to eat this.
Because he loves to stay home and whenever he finishes work, wants to just get back to his book. Whatever he's doing, he just wants to get back to his book. So if I can get 10 minutes away from his book and want to take him out for dinner, then it's a dabba. And I have to say I'm managing Rather well for a person who's with a
She's dealing with
fairly
me rather well.
crazy person.
And what about her?
The trait that I want to tweak about her, talks too much. Just shut your trap, I say. Disturbing me all the time. When I'm reading a book. Kitch.
Talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. I say it all the time.
Whether they win or not, congratulations are in order for the proud parents Amit and Kiran. Our next nominees are long-term friends David Dhawan and Sanju Baba.
See, jail is hard. It's just about when everybody takes their freedom for granted. And, I just keep telling people you shouldn't do that. Take freedom for granted, Because once it goes, and there's no money in this world which can, which is enough.
And the worst happened to me one day when I met him. I was sitting with him. He says, David, tomorrow I'm going back. I just couldn't take it. I came back, I cried,
Did you ever cry? Did you ever break down at that point?
Of course. I did. Actually, I did.
Who said grown men don't cry? Well, our next nominees certainly don't. Ajay Devgan and Rohit Shetty. Did you have a disturbed childhood? Because what is this thing of blowing up cars all over the place? And
when he was a child, he got stuck in traffic once. I do it for kids. They love it.
Well, I'm sure you're surrounded by a lot of pretty young, starlets who are sort of happily throwing themselves at you and surrounded by temptation. So what would you say would be the best way to counter that temptation? Or hide it? I don't know.
Keep yourself occupied.
With what? That's
With work.
The question.
With work. See, there are two options. Have you heard anything about us?
That's why I'm asking. Never. But that's what I mean. Either clever or clean.
Either we are clean or either we are clever.
So that's why I want to hear. Which one is it?
I mean, we are not going to let out such secrets. You can't ask me such questions.
I can totally ask you such questions.
And don't expect answers out of it then.
Ajay says more without saying a word. And our next nominees are gifted with words. Fatima Bhutto and Atish Tasir.
Especially in the subcontinent in South Asia, people say, what do you do? And you say, I'm a writer. And they say, no, but what do you really do? And actually, that's what you really do, because every day you sit down and you work.
I wake up pretty early and work then, and don't let anyone in, because this is the country of the most mysterious noises. At any hour there'll be someone hammering away with something, so you've got to catch it early. At 5 o'clock in the morning, for instance, for me, I think. Yeah.
And the rumors about you and George Clooney, are they true?
I never answer that kind of question, because I feel like...
You just fuel the rumor more by not answering it.
No, I just don't see how it's anyone's business.
So you have a partner...
it's a desert.
It's a desert. So how was it dating a royal?
I went swimming in Buckingham Palace. It was quite fun.
Okay, are you guys ready for some entertainment? Yes, okay, well, but be warned, this is fun, couch style.
Okay, this is the talent I have, okay? And this I can do on cue.
You wanna get... Are you serious?
Say something, say either 1, 2, 3, like Vinay look or something.
Vinay look.
Oh man!
Ajay Dhananjay?
बहुत
I can do it again. Anything.
Vinay sit.
I can perfect Bill. I can say A B C D in both. ये नया बहुत बना है.
Serious also.
Vinay cry. Stop! Just stop! You're eliminated.
Okay.
The most ridiculous line I can think of right now is...
मैं तेरा खून पी जाऊंगा.
It makes no sense at all, but it sounds very cool.
It's from the movie Avatar.
You don't really say it unless you really mean it.
Hi Rahul, naam to suna hoga.
There are massive deposits of unobtainium underneath the Navi village. You think of a better name than, impossibilium, very hard to get here?
Kamal Hemas.
I told you it was couchy entertainment. Okay, let's move swiftly on and go to the nominations for the best new face on the couch. Champion boxer and heartthrob Vijinder Singh.
1, 2, then.
Okay, so 1, 2, and then.
That's cool,
okay.
yeah.
1, 2, and time.
Yeah,
Let me teach you how to host.
please.
Please sit down. So first thing you have to say, welcome to the show.
Welcome to
And
the show.
thank you for my
With a hot
presence.
coffee.
With a hot coffee only for the host. Yeah, I'm hearing that your English is becoming quite good. Have you been practicing?
अभी सीख जाता हूँ मैं आपका शो बहुत बार देखा मैंने लाइव
अच्छा तो मेरे शो से सीख रहे हो तो मुझे थोड़ी सी हिंदी भी सिखा दो यार ऐसा मुझे आप पिकअप लाइन बताइए that worked for you.
ओके हाँ जी क्या हाल चाल है Yeah, that's good.
ये आपका लाइन था?
हाँ जी क्या हाल चाल है धनसी से कि हाँ I'm good जी हाँ बढ़िया जी तुम सुनाओ बस जी
Obviously, Vijinder's line worked because since then he's married. Now the next hottie just had to be nominated. Ranveer Singh. Check out the setting.
Are you sure this is the right setting for a very formal interview?
It's not a formal interview. Hello? Hello?
It's an informal interview?
It's a totally informal interview.
I did actually first-hand experience the couch. He said, let me ask you a question. Are you a hard worker or are you a smart worker?
Sir, I'm a very hard worker and very smart.
Darling, you be smart, be sexy. जो smart है, जो sexy है, वो आगे निकल जाता है. इसने किया है, उसने किया है. आज देखो किस मुकाम पर पहुंचे हैं. मैं तो कहता हूँ सर आंखों पर. 4 दिन बाद हम कहीं ड्रिंक पी रहे होंगे इवनिंग में. और तब मैंने तुम्हें प्रोफेशनली ट्रैप किया होगा, इमोशनली ट्रैप किया होगा. और फिर तुम खुद मुझे कहोगे टेक, टच.
This Sinha insists that she's the least talkative, the calmest Sinha, and she brought the whole family to vouch for it. Sonakshi Sinha.
I don't get this. Why do you insist on making people sing? Last time also you wanted me to sing.
And you sang it so badly that it was terrible.
Obviously, because we can't sing, no? We're actors. We don't sing.
Okay, chalo, I'll just get you to act.
Khamosh.
Most talkative Sinha.
Sonakshi. I'm like the least talkative person in my house. How can you say that?
The calmest Sinha. I think I know the answer to this.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. She's right. I'm telling you.
Cool under pressure.
Ask the opposite of that.
Okay, the most wired Sinha.
क्या सच कहेंगे सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहेंगे. Looks can be very misleading, you know.
She looks all beatific and calm and stuff. Not at all. You know, sometimes I really feel like an agony aunt. Our next nominee, pretty boy Prateek, talks about hitting on men, women, and the couch.
I love girls. Yeah, I'm a normal man. I like women.
He says, looking at the camera, there's a woman sitting in front of you. Hello?
I'm a normal man.
Eye contact.
I'm a normal man. I like women.
And have you, because you are a pretty boy, and we talked about this before, have you been propositioned by...
I'm not pretty. Come on, I'm like handsome. No, I'm kidding.
You're a pretty boy, okay?
I'm pretty.
Have you been propositioned by men?
Yeah, I love being hit on by guys, but I'm just not one of them.
Do you flirt?
In a really overpowering way, so that they can't really do anything back, you know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah, I love you, you know, let's get married. And they're like, oh, so, let's go the other way.
What about the casting couch?
I wish I do though, with some really, really gorgeous, like, upcoming director, female.
Our next nominee has been picked for just the speed that she talks at, Anushka Sharma.
Aditya Chopra is directing and Shah Rukh Khan's going to be in it. I've given the audition. I come back home after 3 days. I open the newspaper and I see this article which says that Aditya Chopra is looking for an actress opposite Shah Rukh Khan. And I'm like, oh God, this is the film. And that's when it's free.
What is the most arrogant thing you've ever done?
I used to be very arrogant before I became an actor, honestly.
And usually it goes the other way around.
Exactly.
Huh?
I'm really happy. My mom also says that to me. She's like, I'm really happy I became an actor. Because I got a reality check once I became an actor from Aditya Chopra. He said, you know, you are doing a film, but you're not the most good-looking girl. Till then, I used to think I'm the most good-looking girl.
As most people should, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was the most good-looking girl. I mean, come on. But then he told me, you're not. So I was like, oh, acha. Woo! Landed, sitting there. So yeah, I guess that's why I used to be really snobbish when I was in college and school.
Now you've seen all the nominees. Next week, I will not only reveal who wins, I will take super excited fans to meet their favorite stars, and I will be giving you the chance to be here on television with me, hosting the Kouch Awards. All you have to do is vote for your favorite guest. You can vote via the web or SMS OTC to 52424. For all information, log on to headlinestoday.in. Lucky winners will also get carbon mobile phones. I'm just too generous, such a wish granter. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and vote, and you could be here on TV hosting the Kouch Awards with me next week. And do not miss the Kouch Awards 2011 because it's going to be explosive.